Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and assalamu alaikum everyone. Here is Asma Shaheen from Rehan School Islamabad campus. Here I'm again to do a task that is the task of my teacher's training level 2, and it's the 9 task that talk with ChatGPT about 15 minutes about your goals. So here I'm Asma Shaheen, and my goal is to empower everyone with digital education. So ChatGPT, I'm here to discuss about my goals, and my goals are to empower everyone with digital education. And today I just want to discuss about how can I empower the females and the community people with digital education. Give me suggestions, and I just want to implement and want to empower everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam, Usma Shaheen. It's great to have you back and continuing this journey. I love that you're focusing on empowering not just everyone in general, but also specifically the females in your community. So, a few suggestions to help you out. One is to create women focused workshops or digital literacy circles where women can learn in a comfortable, supportive environment. Sometimes just having a dedicated space can make a huge difference. You might also want to highlight role models, women who have learned these skills and are using them successfully, because seeing someone like themselves can be really inspiring. And of course, partnering with local community leaders can help spread the word and get more people involved. The more you make it a community effort, the easier it is to reach everyone. So, those are just a few ideas, and I know you'll do an amazing job implementing them.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Can you please tell me what are the beginner-friendly artificial intelligence tools that young girls can start using today?
Absolutely. There are definitely some beginner friendly AI tools that young girls or really anyone can dive into pretty easily. For example, there's Scratch, which is a super friendly way to get into coding, and you can even add some basic AI extensions to it. It's very visual and fun. Another great tool is Teachable Machine by Google. It's a web based tool that lets you train a simple AI model just by showing it a few examples, and it doesn't require any coding at all. And then there are platforms like Canva, which has some AI powered design suggestions. It's a great way to get creative and see how AI can assist with graphic design. So those are a few nice starting points. They're easy to use and can really spark an interest in AI without feeling overwhelming.
Thank you. That are nice, ChatGPT. My next question from you is that what are the some safe online platforms where girls can practice artificial intelligence without cost?
Absolutely. So, for safe online platforms where girls can practice AI without needing to code, a few good options come to mind. One is definitely that teachable machine tool I mentioned. It's really user friendly and you don't have to write any code. You just upload images or sounds and it helps you train a simple AI model. Another great platform is something like AI for Oceans on code.org. It's a really simple and safe way for kids to understand how AI works in a fun, gamified environment. They can teach an AI to clean up the ocean by recognizing different objects, and it's all done visually. And then there's also Microsoft's AI for Good initiatives, which have some educational tools that are quite approachable and safe. These platforms are designed with beginners in mind, and they're a great way to get started.
Okay, thank you. ChatGPT, can you please tell me more that how role can storytelling and role models play in inspiring girls about artificial intelligence?
Absolutely. Storytelling and role models can be incredibly powerful in getting girls inspired about AI. When you share stories about real women who have succeeded in the field, it makes it a lot easier for girls to see themselves in those roles. They can think, hey, if she can do it, I can do it too. Storytelling also helps demystify AI. Instead of it feeling like this abstract or intimidating thing, it becomes a relatable journey. You can tell stories of how AI is used to solve problems that matter to them, like improving communities or helping people in creative ways. And having role models, whether local or global, shows them that there's a path they can follow and that they're not alone. So definitely weave in those stories and highlight those role models. It can make a world of difference.
Okay, nice. So, how do I overcome social barriers that stop girls from learning technology?
Yeah, that's a really important question. Overcoming overcoming social barriers can definitely be challenging, but it's absolutely possible. One key step is to create an inclusive and supportive learning environment where girls feel like they belong. That means making sure they have encouragement and seeing other girls and women involved so they don't feel like they're the odd ones out. It also helps to involve parents in the broader community so they understand the value of these skills and support their daughters in learning them. Sometimes just having that community backing can break down those barriers. And of course, highlighting success stories of girls who have overcome similar challenges can be really motivating. When they see that others have done it, they realize they can do it too. So it's all about building that supportive network and changing the narrative together.
Nice. As we know, this is the need of today community that everyone are using social media, but the girls and women are not ready to upload their pictures, their working videos on social media. So, what do you suggest? How can we overcome these problems? How can I inspire them to do this?
Yeah, that's a really thoughtful concern. It's important to respect people's comfort levels, especially when it comes to privacy on social media. One way to inspire them is to start by showing them that they can share their work and ideas without necessarily having to share personal photos or videos if they're not comfortable. They can use avatars, illustrations, or even just voiceovers if that feels easier for them. Another idea is to create a supportive and private group where they can practice sharing content in a safe space before they go public. Once they get comfortable and see the positive feedback, they might feel more confident about sharing more widely. And of course, highlighting examples of other women who have found a way to share their work while still feeling secure can be really encouraging. Ultimately, it's about letting them move at their own pace and owning that there are multiple ways to have a voice.
Okay, I will show them my example as well that I am doing these all tasks on the social media. So maybe they become motivated. What do you say?
Absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea. Absolutely. I think that's a fantastic approach. Leading by example can be really powerful. When they see you confidently sharing your own work and your own journey on social media, it can definitely inspire them to do the same. They'll see that it's possible and that it's safe, especially when you're setting the tone and showing them how it's done. So definitely go for it. Your example can be a really motivating force and help them feel more comfortable stepping into that space.
Okay, ChatGPT. These all are the very informative ideas that you are giving me, and I will work on it. So, how can I measure the success of an artificial intelligent workshop for students? ChatGPT,
Absolutely. I'm glad.
are you hearing me? Please answer my question.
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. So, in terms of measuring the success of an AI workshop for students, you can try a few different things. One is to gather feedback directly from the students about what they learned and how confident they feel using AI afterward. You could do a simple survey or just have a little discussion. Another way is to look at the projects they create. If they're able to use what they've learned to make something new, that's a great sign of success. And finally, you can measure how many of them go on to explore more AI or tech related activities afterward. If they stay interested and keep planning, that definitely shows the workshop worked well.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT. My next question from you is about the how can I keep parents and teachers involved in artificial intelligence workshops?
Absolutely. Keeping parents and teachers involved is a great idea because it creates a whole support system for the students. One way to do that is to host a kickoff session or an orientation where parents and teachers can see what the workshop is all about and maybe even try out some of the tools themselves. You can also keep them updated with regular newsletters or a group chat where you share what the students are learning and maybe highlight some of their projects. That way, parents and teachers feel included and can air on the students. And finally, you can even invite them to a showcase at the end where the students present what they've done. That way, parents and teachers can see the results and feel like they're part of the journey. So just keeping them in the loop and making them feel involved can go a long way.
Okay, thank you, ChatGPT. Actually, the our institute is offering the parents that they can learn with the students, and even they can learn from uh, their children. Rehan Allah Wala believes that the Iqbal poetry, that is जवानों को पीरों का उस्ताद कर. So What do you think about this strategy that students can teach their parents?
I think that's a fantastic strategy. It's a really powerful idea to have students teaching their parents because it creates this awesome two-way learning street. It can really empower the students by giving them confidence and ownership over what they're learning. Plus, it can help parents get more comfortable with the technology in a really supportive way. So it builds this really nice bridge between generations. And I love that you're tying it into Iqbal's poetry. It's a beautiful way to connect cultural wisdom with modern learning. So overall, I think it's a wonderful approach and it can definitely make the whole learning experience even richer for everyone.
Yes, you're right, ChatGPT. But parents are not agree to learn from the students. They are thinking that if they are sending the children into the school, that is enough, and the children should learn all these tasks. How can I inspire the parents so they be more attentive to learn and they can be
Yeah,
more?
I get that.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes parents just need a little extra encouragement or a different perspective. One way to inspire them might be to show them how learning these skills can actually strengthen their connection with their kids. It's not just about the technology itself, but about bonding and understanding what their children are interested in. You could also highlight success stories of other parents who have joined in and found it really rewarding. Sometimes hearing from other parents can make a big difference. And you could frame it as a fun and informal experience rather than something that feels like extra work. Like maybe they join a casual workshop with their kids and just have some fun with it. So it's really about showing them the personal and family benefits. And hopefully that gets them more interested in taking part.
Hmm. Okay, ChatGPT, can you please tell me some tips and techniques that I can uh, suggest to the women as well as parents? They become more curiosity and they will learn.
Absolutely. So to spark that curiosity and get both women and parents more interested, you can start with a few approachable steps. One is to suggest they try out some really simple and fun AI related activities or apps, something that feels more like a game than a lesson. When learning feels playful, it naturally piques curiosity. Another technique is to connect the learners to their everyday lives, show them how these skills can help them with things they're already interested in, like organizing family photos, planning a trip, or even just staying connected with loved ones. And finally, invite them to low pressure, community based events where they can learn alongside others. We're at the same starting point. When they see that it's a shared journey, it feels a lot less intimidating and a lot more inviting. So just keeping it fun, relatable, and communal can really spark that curiosity.
Okay. Thank you, ChatGPT. It's amazing that you are teaching me, that you are guiding me. So I will implement all these and will learn. Can you please tell me what myths do parents have about online learning and how can I address them?
Absolutely. It's great that you're ready to put these ideas into action. So, some common myths that parents might have about online learning include thinking that it's less effective than traditional learning, or that it might be too isolating, or that kids won't really be able to focus. Sometimes they also worry about screen time or the quality of what their kids are learning. So, adjust these myths. You can share some success stories or research that shows how effective online learning can be. You can also emphasize that online learning can actually be really interactive and that kids can connect with others and have a lot of fun while learning. And you can reassure them that there are plenty of ways to manage screen time and keep things balanced. So basically, just giving them the facts and showing them the benefits can help ease those worries.
Okay, I understand ChatGPT, but sometime when I guiding the parents and the teachers and the students, they didn't get my uh, ideas and concept. Then at what situation, what should I do? They said that degree is more important than the skills.
Yeah, I totally get that. Sometimes there's a bit of a mindset gap to bridge, especially when people are really focused on traditional degrees. One approach is to acknowledge that degrees are valuable, but also highlight that skill or what really let you put that knowledge into practice. You can share examples of how having skills has helped people succeed in real world jobs, even alongside their degrees. Also, it can help to show them that a lot of employers today are looking for practical skills in addition to degrees. So it's not one or the other, it's both. And sometimes seeing that bigger picture can help them understand why learning these skills is so important. And it's all about being patient and figuring those real life benefits. Sometimes it just takes a little time for people to come around.
Okay, thank you so much, ChatGPT, for another informative session. And I learned a lot. Do you want to give me some suggestions in the end of this session?
You're very welcome. I'm so glad you found it helpful. And for a final suggestion, I just say keep leading by example and stay flexible. Every step you take to share these ideas, even if it takes a little time to catch on, really does make a difference. Just keep encouraging both the parents and the students and celebrate those small wins along the way. You're doing amazing work, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of positive changes. Feel free to come back anytime you need more ideas or just want to chat.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for today's session. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help out. Allah Hafiz.